Hello everyone, welcome to CITP 4345 Convergent Technology Section BV1 in fall semester 2018. My name is Robert Ho and my office is in building M149 Pecan Campus and my phone number is 872-2194 and my email address is shusinchu@southtexascollege.edu. However, for the purpose of the class, I would prefer that you send email through Blackboard. Let me show it to you where you can find the Blackboard. By the way, I'm discussing about the syllabus here. Okay, on the left hand side, as you can see that there is a Blackboard Messages. So please communicate with me through this Blackboard since it is easier for all of us to organize the course into one shell. Okay. For the first time, I would like to email you. Let me send to every one of you. I like to send email to all of you. Contact info. So please email me your contact info in case an instructor wants to speak to student. Okay. Please email me your contact info in case an instructor wants to speak to student by clicking reply in this message. Thank you. Okay. All right. I will continue to the discussion about the syllabus. And my office hour is Monday and Wednesday from 1:30 to 3 p.m. and Tuesday and Thursday from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. or by appointment. However, most of the time I'm on campus, although I don't have office hour listed in here. So I usually spend most of my day on campus. You are welcome to stop by at any time if I'm available on campus. Okay, the course description. Okay, the course description is a data and a voice communication or convergent technology. As I mentioned to you, this is section BV1. It's a competency-based education, which I'm going to explain in a bit. Okay, the classroom location is online. Days and times classmate is online through Blackboard, and the course description is this course focuses on the study of telecommunications. Convergent technology include telephone, LAN, WAN, voice, video, and internet protocol. The prerequisite of this course is CITP 3302 with a grade C or better, and program chair approval. Okay. This course is offered in a competency-based format, allowing students to demonstrate competency through mastery assessment called post-test. Let me highlight this one so students are aware of that. Student must score at least 80%. This is not 70%. In the past, yes, it was 70%, but now the school make change of the passing score for the competency-based education. So this course is offered in a competency-based format, allowing students to demonstrate competency through mastery assessment called post-test. Students must score at least 80% on each post-test in order to proceed to the next unit in the course. Okay. This course prepares individuals for a career as a voice over IP engineer in the IT support industry. Students will be taught the various responsibilities and tasks required for a service engineer to successfully perform in a specific environment. Upon successful completion of this course, student will be able to accomplish competency 1, which is describe the different technologies, architecture, and protocol used in the telecommunication industry. Competency 2, to design, configure, and troubleshoot voice over IP using popular application. Okay. And competency 3, explain and diagram the component of voice over IP, and the last competency is examine the security and troubleshoot of convergent technology. Okay, the course requirement. Since this competency-based education may be new to some of you, I would like to explain carefully and thoroughly to you to make sure that students understand how the CBE works. Okay. Student must score at least 80% on each post-test in order to successfully complete the course. Post-test may be taken twice, with the third attempt at the instruction discretion. Okay, so remember this. Post-test may be taken twice, with the third attempt at the instructor discretion. At the end of the course, if student unable to pass any post-test, then the student must retake the course. Please pay attention to this paragraph because this is very important. I want all of the students are aware of how this competency-based education works, since this policy is set up by the division of the college and the school, which is South Texas College. All grades are based on the post-test, and students must score at least 80% on each post-test. At least 80% on each post-test. Okay, in order to proceed to the next competency in the course. The post-test may be taken 3 times. Okay. All right, a letter of B or 80% is the lowest acceptable passing score for this competency-based course. That means the student must pass each competency with 80% or higher. If student get a lower grade on any competency, then the student must repeat the course. For example, let's say that the student get competency 1 60%, competency 2 80%, competency 3 90%, and competency 4 80% respectively. Well, as you can see that the student failed competency 1, which is he or she scored 60. That means the student must repeat the course because he or she failed competency 1. If student fail a post-test, he will be allowed 2 retakes on the failed test. 2 retakes on the failed test. The post-test must have a success rate of 80 or higher to successfully move to the next competency. If 80% or higher was met on all post-tests, then the student has successfully completed the course. Okay, so let me reiterate again. All grades are based on the post-test. Student must score at least 80% on each post-test in order to proceed to the next competency in the course. The post-test may be taken 3 times. Okay. Let me show it to you what I'm talking about here. On the Blackboard, let's say this is competency 1. Okay. I have a pre-test here. This is the pre-test folder, and then I have a post-test folder. Okay, that's what it means by post-test here. Pre-test and the post-test. All right. What is this? Another note for all students: if student fail a competency by failing to pass a post-test and the 2 attempts allow for the post-test, then the student must repeat the course. Okay. However, the student will be allowed to move on to other competency to determine a course grade at the end of the semester. It is possible that a student will earn an A in the course and still be required to repeat the course, because why? They are failing one of the competency there. For example, in this case is 68%. Okay, so at the end of the semester, for example, in this scenario, a student average will be 84, which is a B in the course. However, since the student failed competency 2, as you can see here, then the student will be required to take the course again and pass all the competency for the course in order for student to be CBE course complete. Okay, so basically all of this competency the student must pass with 80% or higher. Feel free to call me or email me if you have any questions to clarify, because I do not want to have a misunderstanding about that. This CBE course may be new to you or to some of you. Okay, however, there are more and more schools now is going to this route because they want to measure the student ability, not the amount of time that they sit in the classroom. So if you know the material, you have experience with it, and have the time to complete the assignment, then this course may be right for you. Okay, let me show you how the grading criteria works. Okay, post-test is 17% of your 17% of the course, post-test 2 is 50% of the course, and post-test 3 is 17% of the course, and post-test 4 is 16% of the course. If you notice that post-test number 2 has more weight of the course because post-test number 2 consists of a lab. Okay, let me show it to you here. When I go to Blackboard, competency 2 has lab. Okay, voice of equation. So basically in this competency 2, student will design, configure, and troubleshoot voice over IP using popular application or programs. Okay. Grading policy, I think I mentioned to you before. Okay, pre-test score are automatically, and post-test will be scored within 24 hours upon receive, 24 to 48 hours upon receive. Okay, within 24 to 48 hours upon receive. Each competency consists of learning activity, one pre-test, one post-test. For each competency, student must attempt pre-test and earn 80% or higher on the post-test to move to the next competency. If you do not pass the post-test with 80% on the first attempt, you will be instructed to review the learning resources located in the competency for that topic and try the post-test again. This is what I would suggest. Okay, if you log into Blackboard, right, as soon as you log into Blackboard, before you attempt to do anything, I would suggest that you go to each of the competency. Well, let's just discuss about the first competency, which is competency 1. If I were you, the first time that you log into Blackboard, I want you to be familiar with what is the material in this one. Before you attempt to do any pre-test on post-test, I would like students to explore what is the content in the competency on each of the competency. For example, in competency 1, we're going to talk about telephony fundamental and telephony hardware and data and voice converse. In each folder, I have some information about it. So it may take some time to review this. Okay, so What I would suggest, uh, as soon as the student click the competency one, I want you to spend about a few hours, maybe 2 or 3 hours, to get familiarized with the content here. Okay, what is the objective of chapter competency one? For example, in this case is describe the different technology, architecture, protocol used in the telecommunication industry. As you can see that we have 3 chapters here. Click on each of them and then browse and explore and see whether you have maybe whether you already uh, understand the concept or the materials. Once you understand and familiarize with all the topics, then you can take the pretest. If you get 80 and above, then you can move to the post-test. That is my suggestions. However, every every one of us or each of us has a different learning techniques or strategy. So far, that is what I would do. Okay. So here it says that uh, each competency consists of learning activities, one pre-test, one post-test, and for each competency, student must attempt pre-test and earn 80% or higher on the post-test to move on the next competency. That means before you even attempt the pre-test or post-test, get familiarized, spend some time on the topic. That way, student will understand what kind of questions will be on the post-test. Okay. So here it says that you will be instructed to review the learning resources located in the competency for the topic and try the post test again. Okay. So before even you attempt before student even first attempt the pre-test and the post-test, I would strongly suggest that student browse on the content inside the folder or the competency. Okay. All right. Let me see what's the next one. Here is the recommended this is the recommended textbooks. Okay. CompTIA CTP Convergent Technology Professional Study Guide, and we're gonna use Brikiki, Brikiki IPPBX, IPPBX, and SIP application. This is for hands-on lab. You can download it at www.brikiki.com, and we are going to use Cisco Packet Tracer. You can get it from Cisco Network Academy. You need to register that, and the documentation from Free PBX, right? This is Free PBX Voice over IP Internet application. The rest of this information, please read on your own, okay? And let me know if you have any questions. I know I probably go over too quickly or maybe or too slow. Again, uh, as soon as you log into Blackboard, download this syllabus, review it 1 or 2 times, and watch my video and email me or call me if you have any questions. I would like to have a live conference with the student in the first week of class, so I will know the status of your learning in this course. Okay, I will provide it. I will provide the info later on through the Blackboard. So in the first week of class, I would like to communicate with you or have a live interaction using this Blackboard Collaborate. Let me show it to you what is Blackboard Collaborate. Here I'm going to create a link called Blackboard Collaborate. Collaborate. Well, this program basically allow us to have a live conference or live chat. Okay, so if you have a video camera, if you have a camera on your laptop or your computer, you can click that, so we can have a live conference in this for this course. Here, add to the link. Okay, so I'm gonna link this Blackboard Collaborate. So BB Collaborate. Okay, here we go. There. So if you click this link, we can have a conference. right? Live conference. I will inform you the details about the time, since many of you work full time, so I probably will have a conference with you either in the evening or maybe on the weekend. Okay. All right. Thank you for listening, and I hope that this uh, video is informative and helpful to you.